What kind of questions do you have?
You want to take a look at it?
No, just tell me. First of all, thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be on campus today. It happens to be the final day of Sarang, so I was just walking around campus, and it brought back a lot of nostalgia. Of course, in my days it was called Mardi Gras, so I'm still getting adjusted to the new name, but it's looks wonderful and brought back some memories. In terms of your question, even when I was going to school, I think maybe by 10th, 11th standard. It was an aspiration to get into the one of the IITs, right? Back in those days, we didn't have that much information about the different IITs, and I grew up in Madras, Chennai as it's called now, and for me, I always saw this beautiful campus, and I knew that there were amazing professors here and great students. And that was kind of a dream to get into IIT Madras when I was going to school. Yeah, for me the most important memory that comes to mind is my hostel, which is Alakananda. So I was in Alak hostel, and what comes back to mind is all the great times we used to have in the hostel with the other students, many of whom are my close friends even now, and we hang out, right? So those are the best memories. Back in '93 when I graduated, I knew that I had gotten a great education at IIT Madras, and in fact that's what got me admitted into Stanford University. So it was clear that IIT Madras provided a rock solid base of education even then. But then India was a very different country in 1993 and later, right? So that's what's changed really. And India has changed, and the Indian economy has developed, and there's lots more opportunity in India. And I think the IIT Madras has also grown along with that and sort of provided what is necessary to help India grow. So first of all, this President of India Gold Medal, I was very humbled to receive it, because when I came into IIT, I didn't, I was in awe of all the other students who were here. By way of a little bit of background, right? Back in those days, I went to school in Tamil Nadu here, right? I went to a Tamil Nadu state board school, whereas all the other students here were from other states and CBSE schools and all these things. And I thought these guys are all much smarter than me, right? I have no chance here. So I was as surprised as anybody when I ended up doing well enough to get that award. And it actually meant a huge deal to me, and also to my parents and to my extended family. In fact, one of the fondest memories I have is at the convocation, my dad and mom and my grandmother and my uncles and aunts, the whole extended family came over. That was a great moment for the family. They were all very proud of me. So I felt good that that I was able to make them happy. In terms of concretely, did it help beyond that? I think I don't think the award itself helped, but the fact that I got a great education at IIT Madras and did well certainly helped in my future career. Interesting. One of the things is I used to spend so much time with folks in the hostel, and we used to just sit and chat. Right, so that was something that I miss even now. Right, just sitting and chatting casually is something that's that's very hard to do nowadays, which used to be very, very common back then. Right, so that's probably the thing that I miss the most. That's just that sense of camaraderie, just hanging out with nothing to do, just chatting. Sometimes you just pull out the crossword puzzle in the newspaper and sit down solving it. Sometimes they just have arguments about any topic, from science to politics, it doesn't matter. And we'd all be very passionate and opinionated and yell at each other. But ultimately, we'd all shake hands and have fun, have a good time. So that's what I miss the most. Yeah, so I think a lot of it, I'd say it's about believing in yourself, right? A lot of people, when they sort of go through education and they come out with certain skills that they've picked up from their undergrad, they put themselves in a box and say, these are my skills, and now I have to figure out what to do with these skills and what job can I get. So instead of thinking like that, I think we should just think of ourselves from IIT as, we've got, a firm foundation and a toolkit to do whatever we want in life. Right? So we can tackle any problem as long as we tackle it from first principles and analyze what needs to be done. We can solve any problem, right? So that's, I think, the most important skill. That, once you have that mindset, you can put yourself in any situation, take on any new challenge, and not box yourself into whatever you studied. If let's say you studied civil engineering, you don't need to be a civil engineer. You can use the toolkit that you learned at IIT Madras to do whatever you want. No, I think it's a very exciting time to be in the world, right? I mean, there are very concerning things happening in the world, but at the same time, there are very exciting things happening in the world as well. So there's lots of new excitement around AI, for example, and India is a great country to be with a lot of, it's a growing economy with a young population, lots of opportunity in India, and a lot of opportunity all over the world. To use your skills and talents to really change the world. So I think it's an amazing time to graduate and try to change the world.